YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? We've just finished episode 3 of the 1,000-Year Blood War, even episode 369, man. It's absolutely crazy. I have literally reread the entire Bleach manga in the process of the last couple of days. Or last day or so, should I say. Like, it's not too bad, man, because reading about 600 chapters doesn't take that long, to be fair with you, but yeah, I'm almost done with everything, so like I'm kind of getting back into where like I'm kind of know things, maybe, so I'll just make sure for you. But yes, this episode of Bleach one is absolute craziness. I'm loving seeing this animated compared to what it was in the manga, compared to seeing it animated. They've done it beautifully with the way where you see that Ichigo is fighting, and you see the way that Soul Society is going, and the way that Ishido is having troubles. He's researching what's happening. Why are the Quincy's here? Why is he supposedly the last Quincy, where as in reality, like, Yuhabak is coming back, and the Quincy's coming back, and they are about to do some devastation by the looks of it, because they're fighting dirty. They're not going by anything, but there's a few things we need to keep note of. First off, the battle in Hueco Mundo. That is going to be a big thing, or at least a big thing for now, because the reason why the Quincy decided to basically surprise attack is because Ichigo is in Hueco Mundo, so he can't be in Soul Society at the same time. So, for some reason, they need Ichigo to not be there. They need him to be away. They need him to be fighting, to be busy, to be whatever, to be some kind of way, because he is the only one whose Bankai cannot be stolen, for reasons that I know that I'm not going to go into, but like, if you figure it out, you'll know what I mean, or if you've read the manga, you know exactly what as well. But for anime only watchers right here, right, Ichigo has different things about him than regular Soul Reapers. He has changes in his biology, in the way that it works inside his head, and that type of stuff, right? So things about him that change him up a little bit, which kind of makes him a threat. He was the only one who could defeat Aizen, for instance, over every other Soul Reaper there. And it just kind of makes sense, right, that Ichigo is now like some kind of high-level fighter, but is he powerful enough to really take on Yuhabak, somebody who went head-to-head with Yamamoto 1,000 years ago? I don't think so. I think Ichigo has a long way to go to be able to basically beat Yamamoto, man. He is literally like a god-level captain. He is like the head captain, or whichever way you want to go about it, man. But it depends how Soul Society has changed in those number of years. The other thing that I did notice is within Hueco Mundo, before I get onto everything else, is that the way that they showed him absorbing the Rizatu, the energy of the entirety of Hueco Mundo, of all the creatures of Sado, of Inoue, of everybody, and just literally like the only person who he wasn't really absorbing from is actually Ichigo, because different powers, different styles, he can't take his power, he can't take his Bankai. Even though Ichigo only just turned into his Bankai at the very, very end, because he was powering up, he was about to basically wipe out the entirety of everybody, and Ichigo was just like, you know what, nah mate, this is not happening. He went Bankai in his ass, and now we'll see whether Ichigo is truly like foolproof against it, or whether there'll be some things that he can do to kind of negate Ichigo's Bankai. I don't think so, personally, but it's going to be interesting just to see the kind of power level that Ichigo is on, because this person is powerful, but is he powerful enough to pose a real threat compared to the ones who are invading Soul Society? As why would you leave one of your most powerful soldiers in Hueco Mundo when you want to invade Soul Society? I know you need somebody strong enough to keep Ichigo busy, but I don't think they were expecting Ichigo to go to Hueco Mundo so easily. I think they were thinking of many ways, many strategies in order to kind of keep him away, kind of keep him busy, kind of just not make him be in the way. Either take him into where the Quincy's are, or to like stop his abilities, or to kill him, or like there's a bunch of ways you can really go about it. But there's also a lot of different things about Ichigo that are going to come to light as well at the same time. But there's so much stuff going on. And then we have Yamamoto, like at the very end, like discussing with the Mad Doctor Captain, whose name I can never remember, man. You know who I mean, though. And saying that it's all your fault. You could have killed Yuhabak like 1,000 years ago. You never did. So all this is coming to pass. I gave this whole speech to you when you went into Soul Society at the very beginning of Bleach, when we first invaded Soul Society, and you didn't take my heed. I said this would happen. I saw it happening with Ishida being there. Of course, it's gonna cause some issues for the captains and cause some issues for other things at the same time. But then we also have the invasion of Soul Society from the Quincy's. Obviously, it goes very, very far away. And it just looks so effortless for them to just take out vice captains or whatever and just take out the subordinates very, very easily. But then again, because the Quincy's can absorb Bankais, does that mean it's going to be a bloodbath? Does that mean that all the captains are just going to get absolutely wrecked? And that we're going to have to figure out new ways in order to fight back? Or find out a way to make the Bankais work? Or to get them back? Or, you know what I mean? Like, because we've had, what? We tried it with Ichigo. I think there was one that was stolen already. And I'm imagining there's about to be a whole lot more that's about to come to pass, man. But still. And yeah, I love this whole episode. It was done so beautifully with everything coming around, with the plans coming together, with it going between bit to bit to bit, and showing Ishida's, like, not knowing what's happening. Why is he being left out of this? Why is nobody entrusting him with the information? He's going to have to go into the Quincy realm for himself and just to see either be a double agent or just go for himself or just choose to join the Quincy's full time. I would imagine it's going to be very much like a sad arc for Ishida. It's going to be one of those where he has to choose between his friends and the fate of his people, and him being the last alive Quincy, rather than the ones who were banished or killed or whichever way. And of course with Yobach being there, being the god, the king, the emperor, whatever way you want to go about him, like... We're going to see some crazy shit. We're going to see Yamamoto going absolutely insane because he just lost his lieutenant, man, and that lieutenant was special to him, like, in so many ways that we'll go into in the coming episodes. But damn, I cannot wait to see that animated the way that Yamamoto, oh man, I don't even want to go into it yet, but you can see the sadness in the whole way he's moving within this episode, and you can see the rage that he's about to inflict upon the entirety of the Quincy's. But the Quincy's are there for blood. They're there to kill everybody, and they're about to go crazy. They're about to wreck everything. In the next episode, Bleach is about to go into insanity levels. Like, once it goes to this level, once things start to go, now that this build up is done, we're going to insanity levels for basically the entirety of this arc now. So I cannot wait for this to start, man. I cannot wait to have so much more stuff to go into. And yeah, man, you have so much stuff. It's so exciting. I'm so happy that Bleach is back. It's animated beautifully. Everything is good. Like, the way that they've animated it and show the different perspectives is so cool, man. I'm enjoying it. It's greatness, anime greatness, Bleach greatness, Ichigo greatness, man. And yeah, we get to see Ichigo's Bankai full power, hopefully, in the next episode, which is gonna be sick, mate. Hopefully, we get to see Yamamoto going crazy too, but still, either way. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, evening or night, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.